And we are live. Ten minutes late. Dubs in the chat. On time stream. Mike. Headphones left, right. Headphones left, right. You're watching another episode of the Philly Phil Show. Philly Phil's Twitch show brought to you by Marlo. This episode is brought to you by, sponsored by Marlo. I ate them all, pal. The most delusional dating coach you've ever seen.
Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte. So I'm almost 30. I'm not as young as some of you may think I am.
By the way, guys, as a warning, this is the most delusional woman I've ever seen, so you have been warned.
I'm going to tell you all a few things that you may have not known before about vampires. The living vampires and the 9 tribes and the fact that there are vampire tribes that live in the United States. So we've shifted into a higher vibrational, parallel reality where things that did not happen in the previous reality actually have happened here. I bring this up because there has been so much talk about mermaids. You're correct.
So she's crazy.
So
I don't even know what to say, guys, and I know a lot of you will say, oh, this is fake, she must be trolling, she does this only for the views. Okay, then let me show you this, guys. Okay, guys, so here we have a profile.
I believe she
has
believes it.
171,000 followers. So just think about that, 171,000 people
All
think
females.
that she is right, think like her. Okay, she calls herself a ceremonial magician, and if you press this link right under it, it takes you here. And here, she provides certain services like aura reading, group rituals, psychic readings, Reiki, and rituals.
So I just have a
she
question for everybody.
plays into the delusion so she could profit off of it.
In just about anything. I wanted to also add into that us humans have the technology to timeline jump ourselves. Intimacy parasites come onto you when you are having intimacy or intimate acts with somebody who already has these parasites on them.
Ma'am, I think you're confusing that with STDs.
When am I going to get a break from people constantly trolling me? Since we're talking about soul ties and soul mates and reincarnation, I wanted to also talk about spirit babies. Energetic manipulation is energetic manipulation. So people can destiny swap with you and take all the blessings from you if you let them get that close to you in your life. I really don't know why anybody cares that I wear
You
filters.
should skip this. It's all delusion.
Men that hate women or that are all the same is because you have energetic cords to men that are like that.
No, ma'am, it's because they're attracted to certain traits that the bad boys have, the assholes have, the chads have. That's all.
There are a lot of people in the Hollywood space, in the celebrity space, fucking even the talk show podcast space that really don't fucking like me.
Ma'am, Hollywood doesn't care about you. And I know a lot of you guys will say, I can save her. No, my guy, you can't. Stop being simps.
I'm not trying to save her.
Fatherless daughters on treacherous waters.
Okay, this is a list of things that dudes in LA have actually said to me.
One of my biggest fantasies right now, having my husband, telling to him I want to make a home with a lot of guys, and looking in the eyes of my husband and say, I love you, baby. Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me.
Because you're delusional, man.
Get ready with me while I tell the story of a time that I dated a deeply unhinged actor in LA.
To want both means to desire and to lack, right? So we desire the things that we lack.
And the more I have, the less I lack, which means the less I could possibly want from you, which is also part of the relationship or dating crisis these days. As people get more and more, they tend to lack less, and so they don't need other people. They don't want things from other people as much.
Nobody cares if women don't need men. If they really don't need men and are happy single, it's okay, nobody cares. But then don't make videos on TikTok, where are all the good men? You said you're a strong, independent woman that doesn't need a man. So of course you won't find men.
And that tends to make the frequency of all kinds of relationships go down. I think it's no surprise that as GDP increases in every culture around the world for the last 100 years, birth rates have gone down. The more people have, the less likely they're going to have families, the less likely they're going to enter into relationships, which is pretty much what you historically had to do to have a family, etc.
I think we really need to stop perpetuating the myth that women don't like nice guys, that women like assholes, because it's really, really not true.
This is why I tell you guys, don't listen to women that give dating advice. Just watch this video.
Okay, story time. This is how I came to realize I too am picking the top 10% of men, right? So
AKA the chats, the assholes.
I always thought that
It is
I'm
true.
not women. I do pick the top 10%.
Don't be the nice
I'm
guy.
hard-targeted, a bit eccentric. Basically, it was 2 years
Nice
ago.
guys
And
finish last.
it was my boss's hairdresser, okay? We never met before, we kind of clicked, and we were bonding over the fact that we were both kind of in this dystopian world of dating and dating apps. And she goes, oh my god, you need to see this forum, right? So we've all heard of the forum. It's, are we dating the same guy, okay?
Yes, there are lots of groups that women created that are called Are We Dating the Same Guy? Why do you think those groups were created? Because women go after the same type of guy, even if he's an asshole. Just listen.
She shows me a stuff on Facebook, like, go and search for it, you might find someone that you know. And so I type in a name, right, before this person's pictures
Like, if
come
you
out.
are
Never
dating the
mind,
same
never
guy,
mind.
so
Oh,
what?
yoga
Like,
teacher
y'all
hasn't
both
had
dating them,
me and my
that's
friend,
all.
another friend, fuckhead, right? I was like,
Be
okay.
the best
So this is where I
co-girlfriend
calls for one.
that you
I
can
was blowing
be.
out of the water, right? I was like, I've been on a date with him.
Be the best girlfriend number
you know,
two
that
that you
like
can
all
be.
the slots started to click.
That
and
man
click, and I was
deserves
like,
all the women
oh my
he
god,
can get.
we're all dating the same guy. It's like, no wonder these men are behaving so fucking badly because they have so much access to women.
But that doesn't matter. They still chose those guys. They still date them.
The
That's why
top
those groups
men.
exist, guys. And I'll prove it further at
Dating all
the end of
women.
the video. Just stay till the end, guys, because there is a
all
very
men.
important video that I want to show you that proves my point even further.
The Chad
Kristen, one of
Toucan.
the accounts you say the perfect online girlfriend you've been dreaming of.
Yeah.
Do you think what you do is integrous? So are y'all okay with men
She doesn't even know what the word means, my guy. Why do you ask this?
playing with
She's
women?
on
Is that valuable?
You have
Like a
no
woman's
integrity,
beauty and like
baby.
her sensuality is naturally valuable. Whatever men interpret it like that as or do.
Okay, so
Nobody gives a F about your sensuality. You're a slore.
your looks will fade. And you also have an OnlySins account. The kind of guy that you want to date in the future to marry won't want you.
With that on
She's smashing pass, not wifing it.
Because y'all love to use predatory in these kind of words. In the way that you exploit men by giving them the girlfriend experience and they're paying you, to them, some of these men really believe that you're genuinely interested in them.
That's because they're stupid. That's because
They're
simps.
low
I
brains,
don't blame her.
low
I don't.
IQ.
If somebody can take advantage of you in this way, it's your fault.
Women
It's
are
because
taking
you are
advantage
stupid.
of them.
Take accountability.
They're paying you. I've had clients who struggled with this, and he believed that this woman really liked him because she was speaking.
It's because he's delusional, my guy. You can't help him. It doesn't matter if he's your
Don't
client.
trust
You can't
strippers
help delusional people.
or
Just
OF
look at the first
girls.
woman. Do you actually believe that somebody can help her? Nobody can.
Feeding him lies, telling them she wanted to see him, and he was sending her money, and he couldn't figure out if she was genuinely interested in him or not. And
It's because he's stupid.
I had to show him that this woman is extracting money out of you because she just wants your resources. You think that's integral?
Yeah.
I've had so many guys say to me,
Yeah.
you know, on dating apps, whatever it is, oh, I'm a traditional man, you know, oh my gosh, like, how can I, like, talk to you? Did I get your number? You know, when can I see you again? Literally, I give it 2 days. I'm like, by the second date, he's gonna ghost. By the second date, he's gonna show me his true color. And literally, by the second date, because once he feels like he's already got me, the effort goes away. Literally, the effort goes away. So many guys will be like, no, just give me a chance, give me a chance. And then once you give him a chance, once you give him a little bit of a chance, they prove to you every single time. Why?
Did you hear what she said every single time? So, ma'am, whose fault is it? Is it those guys, or is it your fault that you keep choosing guys like that? Because you said it's every single time. So you keep doing the same mistake over and over and over, expecting a different result. You all know what that's called, guys. You all know it.
Insanity. This episode's brought to you by Marlo.
We're dumb. And they will friend zone you, they will ghost you, they'll say, actually, I don't want anything serious. Once the fantasy of pulling you wears off, that's it.
No, ma'am, it's because they see the red flags that you have, and they see that it's not worth dating you. You're too much of a headache, that's why. But of course you can't self-reflect, because you're delusional.
She was talking for 20 seconds. I knew she was a red flag. Avoid
It's
her.
like you guys view women as objects more than actual women.
What have I said tonight that would indicate that I view women as objects?
Well, saying that we don't think or that we don't have brains.
When did I say that?
What do you say? He's
What did I say?
Some
Stop
women
what
are
you said.
objects. Some women are objects. Some women are more than objects. You can wife them, bring them home to mom.
Without any evidence.
You filled this out before the show. What have I said that is misogynistic?
I wasn't really talking about you specifically when I said that. I was talking about this show.
Sure. What is misogynistic about the show in
Just
general?
the way that you guys frame questions, you guys ask women questions, like questions that you have more information on than us, knowing that we're kind of like random and we don't have time to get information and knowledge to back up our argument.
Then why did you agree to go on that show, ma'am? Why didn't you do your research before going on the show? I swear, they have no accountability, guys. No, it's always somebody else's fault. It's never their own fault.
It's
You
your
agreed
fault
to
that
go on
I
the
don't
show.
know
You always
this
signed a
information.
document agreeing to come on the show and talk on the show and be recorded. But yet somehow
Women have
it's
no
still feasible.
accountability.
Versus you guys have all these statistics and all this stuff to back up. Exactly. Statistics grab the 12 planet.
Ma'am, they just have the truth. Those statistics prove the truth. So you're basically saying, I don't like that you tell us the truth, and I can't back up my lies.
How many boys did you have in this room?
Yeah,
Have you posted any with your boyfriend?
No.
What do you
That's
say?
intentional.
It's like keeping privacy. I posted him on stories before. He was on a reel. I posted.
Well, from like 7 years ago.
50 years ago.
What happened? Let's be real. That's intentional, right?
No, I didn't think it
It is. She's trying to hide the fact that she has a boyfriend.
is. Because why do you think it's intentional? That's what I want to know.
Because part of your marketing is the illusion that you are available, so guys will follow you. And if you post yourself with a guy, it destroys the fantasy of getting first attention validation from guys or
My
money.
ex-boyfriend actually did say, and all his friends wondered why I hadn't posted him. And I
And whose fault is that? Why is he still in a relationship with you? Because he's a big simp, that's why.
304 activity.
So you know.
Yeah, I guess. They want to see you, they don't want to see you with them.
Who's that? What demographic is it?
My 80%
Horny melodies.
Yeah, it can be about this.
But remember, guys, they say they post for them, not for men.
When he lists out the red flags that I missed, he knows this happened. I don't really care what he says. Like, he knows that he did these things. He knows.
Okay, so what? You saw the red flags and you ignored them. So who's at fault here, man?
He knows. These were very distinct things that he did to progress everything. But keep in mind when this is happening, I am a naive, loving, trusting woman in the situation.
So what? It's your fault, man. Why do you think that the world is sugar and spice and everything nice? Why? It's because you're naive. It's because you're stupid. Stupidity isn't rewarded, man. Take accountability. Guys, I was naive when I was younger. I got taken advantage of. It was my fault. I was stupid. It was my fault. Stop blaming other people. That's the problem in the West. People are too naive. You live in the Lululand, not in reality. In reality, if you are nice, if you are naive, people will take advantage of you.
33 and I feel like I'm running out of time to know who is for me. Why do others have it so easy?
No, you're 33. You are out of time, baby. It's over.
I want to sit here and give you advice, but I
10
want to
years
also tell
ago,
you
you should
how
have
How
these
to give advice,
conversations.
man, to another woman when you yourself are single.
proud I am of you that you're sitting here and you're feeling your emotions, because the truth is it isn't easy, and we go through these
Nobody
moments where we're
cares.
like, I'm
She's
in my
feeling her
30s and I'm
emotions.
tired and I'm frustrated and where is my person? And that doesn't mean that you have a lack of faith. That means that you're a human being, and
No, ma'am. That just means that you spend your 20s looking for other things instead of prioritizing finding a man, finding
I
a
was just
husband,
about to say
finding
that.
a relationship. You wanted to be a boss bee, you wanted to have a show, a podcast, you prioritize your school, whatever, instead of looking for a man. And now, all of a sudden, when women are in their 30s, where are all the good men?
you have feelings and you're a woman and you want to be loved. And what I first want to tell you is that 33 is very young. It's so young. And we just feel like
Can you see the quote, guys? We're just going to skip this video.
Did you guys know that every time women, we try to be girls, and we champion a woman for leaving her marriage unprovoked, or we celebrate a relationship ending, or we champion and cheer on a woman who plays a man publicly on the internet, do you know what that does to your sister? We say we're girls, but we're really selfish because anytime
They all view other women as competition. I already showed you that study.
we champion rebellion against our men, it backfires on us. Men also watch the same videos that we put out, and they look at the
How the
comments.
fuck would you rebel against your man?
Yes, sis, you did that. Eat that up. Yeah, you should have left that marriage. Happiness over everything. Y'all know that hurts your sister, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There are some women who do leave marriages for really specific reasons. But in totality, from what I've been seeing on the internet, a lot of it is just based off of happiness and being quote-unquote miserable.
And money, man. When the guy doesn't earn enough, or he gets laid off, or the woman starts earning more than him, they file for divorce.
There's a saying going around with men saying men will sacrifice their happiness for a marriage when women will sacrifice their marriage for their happiness.
True.
And this narrative is spreading like wildfire to the point where men are being very anti-dating.
You shouldn't be anti-dating, but you should be anti-marriage
I
with the
can't
current laws
anti-dating.
because it doesn't favor you. And it's
I
not
mean, if I
logical
met
to
a
get married
bitch
in the West.
who's worth dating, I would
I don't
date
want to say
her.
this to discourage anyone, but I need my
Just
sisters
ain't
to
out there.
understand that the more we broadcast our downfall relationships, the more you share a one-sided story about how your relationship was so trash or how your marriage was so trash or whatever the case may be, although you feel like you're venting and you're helping, you're not.
Just stay till the end, guys, because I have a similar story that I want you to hear.
I don't care about the presents. I've told you, I don't care about the goddamn presents. I don't care about going out. I just want to be with you. But you're the fucking most materialistic person about, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this.
Okay, my guys, so leave. Why are you complaining? Why are you so emotional like a woman? Leave. You talk with her. If she doesn't understand, you leave. It's not worth it.
We're America's.
Well, I guess that's where that ends. 10 minutes of that. Chow time pad. We got the guy she rejected became her crush after he moved on. Next video, man discovers woman he took back to his hotel is a man and lost. I don't know, it cuts off. Brother goes off on woman who comes to the gym showing why. Woman can't believe man slaps her back after slapping him first. I don't know which one is really about dating. None of these is real relations, so let's go to the next row. Feminist tries dating women and realizes men were right all along. Cheating wife goes wild over husband wants a divorce. You're cheating. Man refused to tolerate modern woman's BS. He left the house and never came back. Man divorces woman. That seems interesting. I guess the guy she rejected moves on.
Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Rhett. I got a piece today for modern dating here.
I hope you guys are happy you canceled catcalling. Okay, I just walked past a group of construction workers and they didn't even look at me.
She's hideous.
Ah, good. That's a win. Yay. You know, some of us actually need it, not me, so I'm fine.
You sure you don't need a girl? You seem like you need some confidence boost.
Sure, but some of us just might
She's
need
ugly and she deserves
I
an
work in
ugly
construction. We
man.
have a team meeting this morning. I'll let all my guys know to knock off the catcalling, so sorry. I never smile anymore because no one tells me to. Nothing ruins my day, like walking past a group of construction workers or guys on a stoop and no one even tells me to smile. God forbid a lady need a little confidence boost. Good job, ladies, we did it. I miss the good old days of all the hoot and hollering.
Do you really?
The reality is that this source of confidence boost is slowly disappearing, and now they will have to find something else to replace it. The ironic
I don't think there is anything to replace it.
part about this video was the
No, I
intended
guess Instagram likes and stuff.
of the mixed message. On one hand, she claimed it was a win, but on the other,
I
her
give
facial
her a
expression
1 out of
showed
10.
that she missed those old times. What made it more interesting was when she mentioned that some women needed that confidence boost, but insisted she wasn't one of them, even though her face said otherwise.
Literally, her face does say otherwise.
The truth is that most guys are stepping back, and now it's up to women to start making the first move. This is the direction things are currently headed.
Yeah, women
At this point,
start
there isn't
shooting
much
y'all
that can change
shots.
it, and I guess that was the intended outcome. At least it was what some seemed to ask for. This is also why more women have started making the first move. They've realized that guys are no longer initiating, so they've taken matters into their own hands and are now approaching instead. The simping era is gradually fading. Men are no longer willing to give out free attention and validation.
It's slowly fading, but it's still quite alive.
Also, let's not forget that this very dynamic is how some guys became viral on social media in the first place, which is something most would rather avoid.
Whoa, AJ, come on. Remember what I said? We're just friends, right?
Yeah, when you regret putting him in the friend zone.
Please, pals, buddies, don't do all that weird stuff tonight, alright? If my friends get back, I'm inviting you, just relax on me.
My homeboy AJ, just my friend, just my friend. Okay, what we drinking? We got shots. We got it. Yeah, just friend. Who's that? Yeah.
I gotta drink
My man.
What's her name?
GTA?
Stop.
Same game.
I have been waiting to tell you. Yeah, we talking about DC brand, by the way. I love it.
Come on. I got you.
Oh my God.
Just such friends.
Bitches be jealous.
How is it wasting my time? I'm actually happy you introduced your friends.
It was too much going on. That girl was all up in your face, like, you love her. You just met her.
Well, that's how easily we fall in love. She was nice to him.
Don't care.
What are you doing? You're so close to someone you just met. Like, you just believe anything anybody tells you. You're gonna get your heart broken one day.
You're a hater.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. When she sprinkled that paper in her hair. I know this is a skit, but this actually happens for real.
Well, this happens actually quite a bit.
It's real.
Especially amongst, like, you know, the baddies.
If you call us just friends, don't be mad. It happens all the time. Guys stuck in the friend zone are practically invisible until they start redirecting their attention to someone else. That's when the jealousy and other emotions begin to surface. What makes it even more interesting is
Don't
that some of
shoot
them
your
expect
shots
guys to
at
remain in that
girls.
spot
Just
indefinitely,
get a
without
girl
acknowledging that they
who
also have
likes
lives to
you
live.
and
I mean,
have her like you in front of that girl.
do stay in that spot pretty permanently, right?
I know some of you have experienced a similar
Trigger her,
situation. When it reaches
attraction
this stage,
triggers.
it usually means her interest level has peaked. At that point, she is ready to date him. It's also a clear sign that moving on, or at least showing interest in another woman, can be an effective strategy for getting out of the friend zone.
I always tell you guys that the most powerful thing you can do in this situation is to walk away. When you walk away, it shows you value yourself. And it actually signals to them you have value.
So,
If
you're
you're
currently in that
friend zone,
position and
get
want
out of
to
here.
The key is simple. All you
Go
have
on
to
to
do
the
is
next
direct your
woman
attention to another
and
woman.
start bringing women
You say
around
you're gonna
her.
help a woman. Don't be a break it down to me type of dude. Be a how much you need type of dude. Why do you need me to explain everything to you?
Sound
How you gonna do it?
validate.
Just ask how much. If I say jump, ask how high. Get it?
No, because it's my money, my choice.
Not what for.
I bet you don't give off the same energy
Broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
when it comes to her. Not giving you a dime. Because you looking for a simp? I need to know why you broke. She completely misunderstood the situation. Unless he's a simp trying to use his money to gain her attention, he's going to want to know more before handing over cash. No smart man who has worked hard for his money will just give it away without knowing the purpose of it. What she failed to understand
All
is
these
that when a man reaches
scammers,
the point where he can offer financial support,
niggas and
he doesn't
robbers
make
and
smart
shit,
decisions
niggas
along the
who
way.
come up on
That
me.
also means he's not going to forget about his principles
Niggas
just
who work
because
for
he's
their
interested in
money
someone.
and giving it
As
up.
you shouldn't, right? Just because you
Like
start
that.
making good money, just because you start doing all these things, still be frugal. Live a below your means life.
His mindset and discipline are what got him to that level in the first place, and he's not about to compromise them just because someone has caught his attention. If she's looking for that kind of treatment, she'll have to find a simp, because a man who knows his worth won't play by those rules. When the guy you rejected started moving on. So basically, she rejected the guy and then found out that he was seeing someone else. Now she is no longer getting the attention she is used to, and that's not an easy thing to deal with, especially for those who need that validation to feed their ego. I don't like him, but I like the attention. True, he actually became my crush after I rejected him. You just want attention, you don't want my heart.
Nope.
It's our toxic side, but it does hurt seeing them move on and not try again with us. They give up too easy. It's disappointing.
Give up too easy. Oh, right.
I can't let him and his attention walk away from my life. In most of these situations, it's not the guy they miss. It's the attention they used to receive. That's
And the resources. Don't forget about the resources.
what they truly crave. The idea of another woman becoming the center of his attention is a reality they don't want to face. They know once he starts seeing someone else, their spot in his life disappears, and they can no longer call him out of the blue to vent about Chad. Sometimes they even begin to develop true feelings. Under those circumstances, many end up regretting not giving him a chance when they had the opportunity to do so.
Do you guys remember this chick? So it's been about almost a year since I made a video on this girl, so I have to see the serial rich man dater. I have to see some updates on her.
So you're a broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
Oh wow, you say this girl is a serial rich man dater, she's still single, and doesn't have a car, and needs to shop at Costco to save money? Wow, this girl seems like she's got options. But don't worry, she still has the exact same morals that she did 1 year ago, despite the fact that it is clearly not working for her.
You're saying you don't even have a car, girl. Like, you don't live in like New York or something where cars aren't needed. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. You wanted rights. The rights was to be able to take care of yourself. Have at it.
Listen, I don't know what's sad, the fact that you really don't understand this argument, or the fact that you took a GLP-1, and this was you after taking the GLP-1, but let's get into your argument. I don't understand what it's hard to get through your thick skull, but the reason why men were providers for centuries is because women could not work. I have used this example 1,000 times before, but let's use it again. Let's pretend we lived in a world where everybody said women are not allowed to drive, but because they can't drive, we are going to give them free bicycles. So that every girl got a free bicycle. And then one day, some lucky woman changed the rules, and now every woman is allowed to drive. And because of that, now women don't get free bicycles anymore. And then you have a bunch of women saying, well, I want my free bicycle still, even though I'm also allowed to drive. And I know it's a shocker because I'm sure most
This is actually a very great example.
people don't enjoy spending time with you, but the benefit you would get out of being in a marriage, besides the fact that the man would make you not pay for stuff, is hopefully, you'd enjoy spending time with him, he would, add value to your life. I know that's hard for you to picture because you've never had that before.
Serial rich man dater meaning she continuously fails at it. Anyone who dates for money will never find true connection.
So another word for
What do women's rights have
COVID.
to do with the fact that her dating strategy isn't working? Instead of facing reality and accepting that what she's doing isn't leading to the result she wants, she chooses
Girl, your face card is gonna decline with a rich man.
to ignore it and continues trying to convince others that everything is fine. For someone who claims to only date rich men, things aren't looking great.
I mean, being a serial dater of rich men just literally says, translation. I just got ran through by a lot of rich men and none of them ever committed to me.
It's reached the point where she has to be mindful of where she shops because she's on a budget. Something she likely wouldn't be dealing with if she had been more realistic about her dating choices. She disqualifies men who aren't wealthy, yet she can't afford to drive. What makes it funny is that this is about someone with limited financial resources who somehow believes that men in the same position aren't an option.
I say this all the time. It's always the broke, bestie, musty, crusty ones that have the highest requirements for income and money, right? Because they're so broke, they've never seen that kind of money, and they just think, oh, because they wish it, they're gonna get it. Right, because your attitude, your face, your figure doesn't matter at all, right? Because you're a woman. Yeah. Please like subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate it. I think you guys
From cut.
Let's see, maybe we could finish Manosphere.
I care about what you are, you as a person, not the things that would make you happy. Like literally the fucking items, the material that would make you happy. I care about you.
I understand, Justin, but also, you know, spending my time and energy with being with me, I told you what I needed that would make me happy. And you
Material.
not just
Just
material,
go
but
there.
Like I'm literally trying to
just,
Bro, your wife could go there.
I've literally told you, like, okay, it's not just about material. Like, I told you multiple times before Valentine's Day how just lighting candles and making me dinner
I
and
was
making
going
me.
to fucking do that.
But I asked you if you could just, I don't know.
I will tell you this, even if it's his fault,
Bitches don't know
the
what
fact
they
that she's recording this, she doesn't like him. If you really respected the guy, trusted the guy, you wouldn't put him on the internet like this.
Ask me to be your Valentine.
Exactly.
Or
I don't
whatever.
want to ask someone that's my wife to be my
She
Valentine.
posted
You ask
after they broke up.
They're married. It's even worse. That's why I tell you guys, don't get married. It's not worth it. Ma'am, how are you recording your husband? How are you posting this online for everybody to see? These arguments should be private.
Someone that's supposed to be a Valentine when you're supposed to try to get someone in a relationship. That's how a fucking Valentine works.
That's not really, but okay.
That, like,
Anyway, it's just.
That guy's so emotional. He doesn't sound like a real man. He just sounds like a woman that is very emotional and tries to argue. And she doesn't really like him because she wouldn't record him and post everything online. So we're just going to skip this video.
You were saying a little bit earlier that you think it's more so men that are operating like this, that are moving like this as compared to women.
Yeah, the inability to commit, I do find it to be a lot of men. I mean, you are like that. Like, you talk
you-
about that. Yeah.
But how am I like?
You are very anti-marriage. You don't want to commit either. So this is like a phenomenon.
Anti-marriage and committing are two different things, man. You can be in a relationship without getting married. Why do men don't want to get married? Because in the West, all the laws are against men.
I'm seeing growing. I think a lot of the men that watch the show, I think they would
Like,
agree
we can
that
have
this
a
is really all.
ceremony.
They're very
I'm
anti-marriage.
all
And
for
because I think that there are no
marriage,
women
just
who
not
would
on
I understand
paper.
that.
I don't have any qualms with commitment. I have qualms with marriage. I could have a life partner that I am monogamous with. Marriage, on the other hand, you need not have marriage in order to be committed to somebody. The thing with marriage, I don't object to it from a religious standpoint, but the thing is that if there's ever an issue in the marriage, the religion does not preside over the marriage, the state presides over the marriage. So she's going to seek recourse to the court system. She's going to go to the state. And so once you have the state involved, then you have alimony, then you have all these negative repercussions.
5 years ago, I ruined everything. I was engaged to the kindest, most loving man I've ever known.
AKA the nice guy.
He was the kind of person who made everyone around him feel cared for, safe, and loved. We were planning our wedding. I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. And then I made the dumbest mistake of my life. I kissed someone else. It was meaningless, and I regretted it the moment it happened. The guilt was unbearable. I told him the next day because I couldn't keep it from him. I begged for forgiveness, promised I'd do anything to fix it. But he just looked at me like I shattered something deep inside him. He didn't yell, he didn't cry. He just said, "It's over."
Good for him. Good for him. I thought he would be a bigger simp, but he wasn't. Good for him.
I walked out. I tried to reach him for weeks, ignored every call and text. Eventually, I wrote him a long letter apologizing and asking him
I
for
care
one
about
chance.
that, it's
When he
over,
finally
it's
agreed to meet, I thought maybe, just maybe, we could work through it. We talked about our memories, the good times, the love we shared,
Care
all the
about
things we had
memories?
for the
You
future.
do all
For a
that
moment,
away,
always
it's
felt like old
over.
times. And then I asked him if he could ever forgive me. What he
Never.
said next has been burned into my brain ever since. I hear it every single day, word for word, and it plays in my mind like a broken record.
It doesn't matter, man. You will still pick the asshole, the chat, the bad boy over the nice guy in the future. I can bet on it.
I hope someone comes into your life who makes you feel loved and safe just to betray you. I hope you spend every day wondering if the people you trust are lying to you. I hope you never feel secure in love again. I hope even when things seem perfect, there's a part of you that can't shake it out. I hope every I love you hear makes you wonder if they really mean it. And when it all falls apart, when it breaks you, I hope you remember that this is what you gave me. He didn't say it to be cruel.
Whoa,
He wasn't a cruel man.
remember
He was
that.
the kindest,
That's
most selfless
too many
person I've
words.
ever known. That's what makes it hurt so much. He said it because it was the truth, because that's what I did to him. He got up and left, but his words stayed. They lived in my head, echoing constantly. Every night when I try to fall asleep, I hear them again. Every time I feel even a little happy, they come back to
Every time she gets founded by chat, she keeps hearing those words. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
The popular Osama.
It's my birthday. It's July. Every day is my birthday. Every day in July. Follow a nigga at Real Philly Phil. Cash app a nigga, happy birthday. Dubs in the chat. Windstream. I would smoke in the beginning of the stream and then watch the content. But we're on a time schedule here, so gotta get the content in. And just smoke and ride out on the smoke, I guess. Ride out on the smoke sesh. At Real Philly Phil, wherever you find me on, just follow me. PhillyPhilComedy, appreciate it. Birthday gifts, a handsome birthday boy. Catch you next Thursday. Boy 003 is about to be live. Hop on the game. DOGBOY 003. Hop on and shoot some people in first person. None of that third person shit. None of that third person bullshit. Trying to aim down the sights on some niggas. I don't care your little Twitch following got 30 people watching you shoot me in third person, nigga. There's no effort in that. I'm talking about you ain't lining up the shot, you just shooting blind and you shooting in the middle of your screen. Out of here, man. Respect and kills. Third person gets no respect from me. Take it back to the Halo days, nigga. We all in first person. I need that Halo grenade, bro. I need that left trigger. Get the grenade off. Game's gotta bring that back. Sometimes a gunfight bullets just don't do. Thirsty Thursdays. Cash app a nigga $3 and I'm drinking. Bring a brewski. Thirsty Thursdays. This is the Philly Phil show or the Philly Phil Twitch show, whatever the F this is called. Catch you Thursday. Same time, same week. Same time next week. Next week, same time, whatever. I'll figure out the words.